And the toothpaste too. I like that. Hey YouTube, it's Fruit for Goddess 1111 and I'm back for some more messages. How you guys doing today? Wants you to be mad so bad, but you are completely over this person. You are done. You are done with this person. And I feel like this is someone that really thinks that you are not. They really think that, you know, you'll be like you really still want something with them. This is what whoever this person is believe in their heart of hearts. It's like nothing can tell this person any different. Nothing can tell this person any different. And I just really beg to differ is what I'm getting here, because it's like, excuse me, it's like, pardon me, you know, it's that type of energy. I feel like that's the type of energy you guys are giving off here. So let's see what we have going on. Look at this. Bluff. Pretending. Exactly. This is what this energy thinks. Okay? This person really thinks that you are pretending and you're just calling it a bluff. I feel like this is what someone is repetitively telling themselves, that, you know, like, this is just a dream. This isn't real. It's like, you know, they feel as though you should feel like, that's not what I wanted to say. So this person wants you to feel some type of way. But I really feel like it's more so that this person is in the energy of who's better than me. And this is the reason why they really don't believe that something has ended. Something is over. Something is officially done. This person don't believe that. They feel like you wearing a mask. And there's nothing that's going to change this person's mind, but I feel like you're completely done. Look at this clarity. Yeah. Okay. I got to take this in the upright, because I feel like you are bringing awareness to a situation. And I feel like you're standing in your truth. You're standing in your power, and you're being completely honest about the way that you feel in regards to, you know, this person or this situation in general. But again, this is not someone that actually believes that. Look at this. We have confessions. I'm telling you, this is you coming clean about the way that you truly feel. Like, in your heart of hearts. But I feel like this is someone that still could be holding on to you in some type of way. I don't feel like this person has fully let you go. I don't know why I say left. Okay? So unbeknownst to you, this person is still saying that, you know, they could still be claiming you. They could still be saying they never left this situation with you. And maybe they want to come clean about this in some sort of way. Breaking point. Can't make it up. Okay? This is someone that's in the energy of crashing out. You know, feeling overwhelmed. And as I said and mentioned in the last message, overstimulated because of what they're seeing. This is someone that's watching you like online, and it's pushing this person to the limit. I feel like they are pushed to the limit because the truth is now in plain sight. They knew you would have been returned by now, collective. But that's not what happened here. I feel like this is someone that's completely saddened by this. And I feel like due to them gaining clarity and due to them knowing the real truth about the way that you may feel, they may try to make your life a living hell or a nightmare. Um, because of the truth. because they learned the truth. They know the truth. I feel like this person is in this energy of pretending and masking how they really feel and exaggerating the fact that you guys are still connected, or but it's like they're trying to shift blame or blame shift, or they're trying to act as if you are the one that's in this energy. I feel like someone is misinterpreting something. Maybe what message is being here. Maybe even if you communicated with this person, even if it's like a text message, I feel like they're making themselves believe that, you know, you're about to come back around, or you're coming around, to them again. But this is someone that's misinterpreting everything that you said, everything that you meant. They can't believe that you are standing strong. They can't believe that you mean what you said. This is like someone reading a text message that you sent to them and making themselves believe that it's one way when you meant something totally different. And it's like, this is someone that know what you meant. You could be someone that say what you mean and mean what you say. And this could be someone that's in this bluffing energy, like, oh, this person just bluffing. They're not really speaking about me. They're not really, in that energy with me, and I have messages to prove it. But they've already gave themselves a theory, or, a scenario of what you meant by something. And that's not what you meant. You could have definitely been very clear and direct on what you meant. It's like there was no room for any mistake in that. There was no room for any exaggerating that. But yet and still, this person is in the energy of make believe, pretending that, you didn't mean it that way. This could even be someone that's recruiting other people, to read whatever you sent to them, or they could be speaking to someone else about what you said to them verbatim and trying to get them to see things from their point of view, but it's not adding up. I feel like whatever you said, you spoke with intent. You in your message was very precise. And I feel like that was all. Whatever you were chiming in on or tapping in on when it came down to whatever you said, that's all it was. I feel like this person really have a lot going on. They have a lot going on here. Emotional storm. They got a lot going on. Turmoil, unstable, and affected. This is someone that's affected by your absence. And they're dealing with a lot of turmoil, and they are unstable. And again, that can be unbeknownst to you. This could be something that you may not even know about. But this is what it is. Now someone is feeling something. Because again, they felt like you would have been in return to them by now. I'm about to go. Baby, I'm not. Listen to me. Listen. Listen. Oh, it's backwards? It says return. I don't know how many cards is in this deck, but we working with a whole deck. Anything could have came out. I said this person feel as if you would have returned by now. to work on things. This is someone that's working. Thank you, Spirit. Second chance, opportunity to make amends. They felt as if you would have been spent the block. You would have been trying to shake something. I don't know what that is, just fell out, but that's the clarifier. Here we go. Clinging. Like I said, they felt like you would have been trying to shake something, and in their mind, their truth is you're still clinging on to them. You're still holding on. You're still obsessing. This is someone that's, telling themselves that you're spying on them. This is someone that really feels like you're really watching them, and you may not be at all. But there's nothing that anyone can say to make this person understand that this is not what's happening. Because this is someone that feels as if they know you enough. And they know that some way, somehow, you are still holding on, or you're still yearning for them, or you're still, obsessed with them. Because at some point you could have been. But that just isn't the reality right now. You're not in that energy because you have decided to completely let go of a situation here. And I feel like it's for a multitude of reasons. And some of the reasons could have been due to constant disrespect. Literally. In every way, shape, form, or fashion. And you just say, I'm not dealing with this anymore. I refuse. So you're refusing to even hear this person out. You're refusing to open yourself back up to this person. You have completely closed down shop. And they're shocked by it. They can't believe it. Escaping. You have officially shut down shop. You closed down shop. Escaping, blocking, and pushing away. And this is what this person's actions guided you to do. Escape a situation. Avoid this person at all costs. Block this person emotionally. Spiritually. There's a spiritual disconnect that's going on here. And this is someone that feels it. It's like they knew exactly what they were doing when they decided to push you away. And this is not you running away. This is you walking away. This is not you running to escape. You literally walked away. For your betterment. To better yourself. To better your life. Because you realize that this is someone that was not going to ever give you what you want. Nor were they ever going to give you the life that you intended on living. Contribute to that. Or give you the life that you actually deserve. Because usually when couples get together, that's the goal. That's relationship goals. Right? To have someone to win with. And this was not the case. This could have even been one-sided. You could have always been the one egging this person on and, giving them praise, clapping when they won, give them their flowers. And they didn't even deserve that. So, in a sense, this person stole from you. energetically. For some of you, it could even be like physically took something from you, but for the most part, they spiritually stole from you. It was a spiritual stick up. And you decided that enough was enough. You decided that love don't live here anymore. And for many of you, that could have been the hardest thing that you have ever done, because it was actual love there on your end. And they also knew that. And they didn't care about that. They took that for granted. So imagine this person being in the energy of thinking that you guys can reconcile that, thinking that they can return, thinking that, you're willing to go another round. Give them a second chance to kick you in your ass, or the opportunity to screw you over again with no grease, or to make amends, all for them to shatter your dreams all over again and your plans with them again. You just simply not going there. You decided not to do that. You decided that that's not in your best interest for you to be in that energy. I feel like this person underestimated your intelligence, your levels of intelligence. They were not trying to see that, because this is someone that believed a whole lot of bogus claims in reference to you and about you. And whatever they heard or chose to believe, they let that override what they knew, overshadow what you guys were actually working on, working towards, or building. Whatever you guys were trying to build, it never got off the ground, because you saw the deceit in this person and you refused. You were being strong when you didn't even know you had any strength. But something in you just would not let you go to that next phase. Something in you would just not let you show this person everything that you were really capable of and everything that you were really working with. Because I do feel like you guys could be like multifaceted, right? You have hands that can stir many pots. You know, it's bigger than multitasking, but it's also equivalent to multitasking. This is someone that just thought that you were ignorant, you were ghetto, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying, collective? They couldn't see past that. This is someone that always thought that other people were better than you. Because of hearsay from a bunch of nobodies. For people whose IQ could never add up to yours. No matter what they do. It don't matter if they're college graduates. You understand what I'm saying, collective? It don't matter what they're skilled in. It don't matter what it is. You have divine wisdom. Nothing will overshadow that. Nothing will override divine wisdom. Nothing will override the fact that you communicate directly with the Most High, God Himself. There's somebody that accused you of doing the unthinkable, the unimaginable. Could have even say you were, a devil's advocate. You were working with the devil and all these different things that they were saying about you behind the scenes, and they didn't know that you heard everything that they said spiritually. And then whenever you connected with whoever this is, their eyes told you everything that you needed to know. See, this person didn't know who they were dealing with. When I tell you they underestimated your ability, I mean that. But to a certain degree, they knew, but something changed, something shift to whereas they started, acting as if they never knew you. But this person did. They watched you, they learned you, they studied you. But you see, the only thing that this person saw was who they wanted you to be. They wanted to mold you into someone that you were not. And since you would not been against the will of God, what you were intended to do, then you became the culprit in the situation with this person. You went through a lot with this individual, spiritually, collective, and they're going through a lot without you spiritually. They don't have that covering that you bought, to this connection. They don't have that anymore. They don't feel protected. This is someone that can be feeling like, what's the song? I always feel like somebody's watching me. I'm paranoid. I can't sleep. That energy. This is someone that's always paranoid, always looking around like they looking for something because they feel watched. They feel like energies is watching them or something is going on. And that's because something is, but they just can't see it. Because whatever this is that they try to project onto you by trying to mold you into being someone that you were not, instead of accepting you for who you were or just moving away from you with their integrity, they started doing the unimaginable to you. Or they were paying someone to do it. However, whatever this person did, they have blood on their hands. And that's divine blood. Their hands are not clean. And their bad deeds have did, what is it, a 360 spin, a 180 spin on them. So now they feel like something is coming. But the thing is, they looking around, but they don't see anything. And what that actually means is something spiritual going on. And this person know it. And I feel like they're terrified. So now they want to try to come clean. They want to try to unveil some truth piece by piece. This person's still in the energy of playing on your top. Like you don't know what they're doing. Or what they're trying to do actually. Even if something is telling them not to keep trying to play with you, they still doing it. This is someone that's saying, well, some days they care and other days they don't. And the days that they don't really matters because at that time, they really don't give a fuck about you, how you feel, none of that. And they were the one that did a wrong to you. And see, this is the reason why you're not accepting any apologies from anyone. Because you know with your level of intelligence that whatever was done, it was intentional. We have intentions here with clarity. You gain clarity on the intentions of these individuals a long time ago. Or this person. You knew they were moving with intent. And that intent was to actually destroy you, collective. To have you in this energy of being, unstable, dealing with turmoil and being affected. But but God, right? You did the unimaginable. That's when you tapped in on unimagine. I can't even get it out. The unimaginable. And you started doing healing work on yourself. And how did you do that? Prayer. You prayed your way out of many situations. But this is someone that don't believe that. That's the way that you were giving it up. These are energies, or this is a person that felt as if you were doing something else to get to where you are today. So the whole entire time, they've been sitting back waiting on something to happen to you because of what they proclaimed that you were into and proclaimed that you were doing, but it hasn't happened yet. And it seems like everything is happening with them. And this is how they realize that you were the truth in the situation. And that's the only reason why they want to return, because they realize that, hey, I really did something that, I was really not supposed to do. I pushed away a gift. I pushed away someone that was really for me. And the reason why they did that is because they thought that you were replaceable. All to find out that you are irreplaceable. This is someone that went looking for you and everyone, thinking that they was going to find someone to be better than you. Keep finding individuals that's far more worse than you. They keep arguing with these individuals, telling these individuals, I could have just stayed with the collective if it was going to be this. That's the story of their life. It's not a time that this individual don't argue with other individuals and bring you up and use that same line, that they could have just stayed with you. Although they mean it. Because now everything's out in the open. There's nothing left to hide in this situation. Besides the fact that this person know that they screwed up. And I'm telling you, when they did it, they did not care. They didn't care about what was going to come back on them. This is someone that really thought they were bigger than the program. This is someone that was ego was telling them that they were the program. All to find out that they was just a little fish in a pond. They can't believe what's happening here. And they can't believe that you are so freaking smart. It's actually turning this person on. And that is the reason why they are triggered, because this could be someone that fall in love with the mind of individuals. That could have actually been what attracted the person to you in the first place. But then they started discrediting that very same thing that they fell in love with. And then they tried to spin the block on, damn, the collective is smart. Damn, the collective is bright. And for many of you, you don't know how much you assisted this person with trying to grow, pretending to grow. Don't tell nobody else, right? Pretending to grow. But they'll try to tap into your energy, you know what I'm saying? Or recite something that you said, or say whatever you say verbatim to try to make it make sense to other people that don't know you. You know what I'm talking about? And know that you are highly intelligent. You can be someone that's very practical and logical at the same damn time. You're just a realist, And that's what this person could have been very upset, because You could have referred to yourself as a realist, and now they understand what you meant. See, this is somebody that was always thinking on a lower level, so they felt as if whenever you said that you were a realist, you was talking about things that you did, or it could have even been like street stuff, street credit, especially if you a man. But nah, it go far beyond that, and this is what they're learning now, and they like it so much to where they try to use it, and it actually sounds really, really fucking crazy on them as well. This is like a halfway crook. You know what I'm saying, collective? This is somebody that's half cocked. Like, this is someone that wanna try to pretend as if they've grown and they've grew and they're so bright. Never. And that's not to discredit anyone, but that's a heavy on the never. Look at this. Heavy on the freaking never. Confusion, uncertain, unclear, and unsure. This is their mind, whether you know it or not. But some of you do. Some of you know. And see, you were the one that was able to keep this person grounded. You were the one that was able to help this person operate from a place of a clear conscience. This, whether you know it or not, this is someone that was really safe with you. They felt really safe with you. However, that's neither here nor there. Right now, this person is in this energy of a breaking point. Overwhelmed. Losing their cool. Losing their ish. They shiz nine. Because you're right. Because you're right. And they're wrong. Here we go. Look at this. Possibilities. Free-spirited, adventure, and risk. And this is your energy. Not only are you a free agent, you are a free spirit. And you tapped into that energy to the fullest. And this is driving someone mad. Because if you're in this free spirit energy, you know what that means? It means you're carefree. Listen. You don't have these type of stretch problems anymore. And now they left to deal with everything on their own here. And they're going from here to there. Confusion, uncertain, unclear, unsure. It's back and forth. This person is in this back and forth energy like a Leo. And you somewhere feeling the breeze. This person they're bothered. They're bothered by your absence. They're bothered by the fact. So they want to try to ruin your life. They want to try to make your life a living hell because you're not returning. And that's the truth. Look at this. I told you, you're not returning. We got one day in the reverse. You're not. You are simply not returning. Someday, somewhere, another time. Not this lifetime. And I feel like this is somebody that's somewhere punching the freaking air like tray. Because they found out that you're not. look at this. Curse, hex, witchcraft, negative mind. And they could have been putting their mouth on you. They could have been thinking all type of evil thoughts about you. Not even realizing that that alone is witchcraft. Whether you see, people don't understand. You don't always have to play with, spell work and things of that sort. When you tapped into this energy of having a negative mind, all of that is conducive to witchcraft. But, this is the type of person that have something to say about tarot cards, but not their negative mind. You know what I'm saying? It's like what makes, if tarot cards is so bad, what makes your negative mind better than that? And I feel like whatever they were thinking, they thought about it so much to where they felt as if they keep thinking about this like this, it was going to manifest. But it backfired. What is hex? That's not it. What is hex, spirit? I shuffled these up enough, but I'll do it one more time on camera. What is hex and curse? What is this energy? This one? Speak deck. Look at this. And then to you, they just wanted something to stop with you. They wanted something to be over. They wanted to put an end to whatever this is that you are doing or what you were going to do with their negative mind. I heard something about this, but I'm going to keep it moving, okay? Because I got so much energy from this alone, but I'm going to just keep it moving, collective. It's too explicit. The information that I just heard about this, I'm not going to even tap into that. And see, that's another thing that this person didn't like, the fact that you always was someone that had a solution or always tried to look at things from the brighter side. It's like when you came off in that energy, it's like they wanted you to be rebellious. They wanted you to be a rebel. But if they felt as if you were tapping into, matching their energy, then they had a whole lot to say about you. And it's the reason why you're completely done. You're not doing this. You so healed, collective. I don't even feel like whatever the things this person used to try to do to trigger you, it's not working. That don't work on you. Because it'll only work if you care. Courtship. Whatever they were trying to do, it'll only work if you care and if you still wanted this. And this is what a lot of people need to understand. That's the only time that this will work, is if you want something. If you're wanting it and it's not meant for you and it's not right for you. Of course, they could catch you vulnerable. And if they catch you vulnerable, that means you lacking spiritually. But that's not the case. Whoever I'm chiming in with right now, you don't care. And it's because this person made it that way. Why I've been hearing this song all day? On my way home, I was hearing this in my head. And I had a whole lot going on around me. But it's a thin line between love and hate. And I kept hearing the sweetest woman in the world could be the meanest woman in the world if you make her that way. And I feel like this is what this person did. When I tell you it was on repeat in my mind, and I'm like, why am I picking up on this song? And so that's when I say we going live in 5. Because listen, and then I heard, you keep on hurting her, she keep being quiet, she might be holding something inside that can hurt you one day. And I feel like that's what's happening right now. This is someone they never thought in a million years that they'll be hurt behind the one that they said they didn't care about. And of course they told you they cared about you, but they wasn't singing that same song to other individuals. The gag was, you know, you were a witch, you were a warlock, they didn't really want you like that, they ended things with you, you know, you were not the one that they were courting, and etc., etc. And like I said, they didn't know that you had the ability to chime in on the things that they were saying. And once you ever talked to this person, once you looked in their eyes, that's when you solidified and stamped that truth. And there was no unseeing what you saw. You're like, wow, this is this another one, right? Not only do I have, peers or friends or family that's against me in the same sense, it's somebody that I'm supposed to be with. That was a deal breaker. So this person could be like, this person didn't even do all of this to, you know, a friend or a family, but they want to do this with me. Imagine what you did with them. You did things with them that you didn't ever do with a friend or a family. You understand what I'm saying, collective? This is different. This is a different level. And that's the reason why. It's not that you were like them and you took out on them what other people did to you, because you healed and moved away from those people and cut those people off too with no problem. And the only one was left on the chopping block was this person. But you needed to make sure, just like you gave everyone else the opportunity and the benefit of the doubt if you did cut them off, right? I'm quite sure you didn't just, wake up and say, listen, I'm going to cut everyone off. No, because there could have been some love there. But once these individuals, the other ones, their love started feeling like it hurt, that's when you had to walk away. And the same exact thing happened with whoever this is. Like, it hurt to love you. I can't, you know. I can love you from afar. I can love you like I love my neighbor. But I just can't give you that type of love that I once gave you before. Because it's not there. And that is the outcome of hurting someone. You can't expect people that you hurt that bad to still carry those emotions that this person is telling themselves that you have for them. Like, it's not adding up. Make it make sense. Why would you tell yourself that the collective is pretending or bluffing and you know what you did? And again, that's the blame shift or shift blame. They don't want to take accountability for hurting you the way that they did. And the reason why is because it was intentional. They meant it. And you just needed to see. At first you were blind, but now you can see. It's like, nah, you literally tried to hurt me. I know what you did. But guess what? You will never get that opportunity again. That offer, it will never be on the table again. You will never get the opportunity to even get into my heart space like that. And no, your heart is not closed off. No, you're not closed off to love. But loving this person is a no-go. And this is what they found out. Uh-oh, here we go. Look, thief. Yeah. Stole from you. Spiritually, emotionally, even your love. You know? Because they had no intentions on pouring that back into you. They had no intentions on loving you back. So yes, they're considered a thief. And that's the truth. How you show up one way to get with someone and mask who you really are. And then try to pop out like Freddy or Jason or somebody or Michael Myers and be like, this is who I really am. Because this is someone that knows if they would have showed you who they were from the beginning, you wouldn't have never even dealt with them. But I don't know why I'm getting like this could be someone that tried to bet on you. Like, you know how you could bet on someone? Like, I bet I could, just like on Thin Line Between Love and Hate. You know, when Bobby told Martin, I bet you can't hit that. You know, you going to have to tell her you love her. You know what I'm talking about? This was something like that going on between this person and someone else. But instead of them telling you that, so you could have kept them right there. You know what I'm talking about? If that's what you wanted to do. They tried to be somebody that they were not to get you to fall in love with them and then show. That's lame. And that's whack. But that's exactly what this person did. Because if they would have showed you a piece of this before you fell in love with them or started loving them or fell for them, you wouldn't have never, they know that. And they couldn't take you doing that to them. So they played some type of game to get you to fall in love with them so they could try to do it to you. They know you wouldn't have never even looked in their direction if you would have knew they was cut like this. You would have told this person to get to stepping. Or probably even worse. You know, I don't date down. You know, or you dating, you coming at someone that's outside of your league. This is someone that can't stand rejection, but they like to issue it out. And now they're receiving karma for what they did to you. Because it don't matter how you met this person, where you met him at, what you did. Earth angels are everywhere, baby. Chosen ones are everywhere. You'll be surprised. And this is someone that based all type of things about you off of some BS. And they realize that now. What else? Look, distant horizons. Yeah. They had to know that this was coming. They had to know that something was going to be coming for them. And this is the reason why they paranoid. It's the reason why they constantly, consistently looking around. Trying to see what's coming. But just like they tried to be the nightmare in your life, that's what's coming for them. If it's not already happening. What else? By Ha'ana. Ha'ana gonna make sure it happens. Ha'ana's gonna make sure that it happens. And they're scared. Something someone did in 19, 24, 25. The years. They knew what they did. They know exactly what they did. Let me tell you, two things a person will never forget. What you did for them and what you did to them. Or, if it's the other way around, what you did for them or what they did to you. You think people gonna forget that? You'll be surprised how many minds you could be on because of the hurt and the pain they tried to cause you. Wealthy man. And someone here did it all for status. Could have also did this to a divine masculine. Look, a false person, for sure. Yes. Oh, this wealthy man was a false person. All this was false. They could have came at you like they were a wealthy man or a go-getter or, and that's not even what you wanted. Some of you didn't give a rat's behind about somebody's financial status. You know what I'm saying, collective? You just wanted this person to treat you in an honorable way because you knew that's what you deserved. And they pretended like that's who they were. And then let time go by with distant horizons being here, then revealed who they really were to you. Get it? You think they don't gotta pay for that? It don't cost you a dime to keep it real. And the only thing you had to say was, listen, I'm not looking for what, I'm not looking for none of that. That's not what I really want, Right now I'm looking for a friend, right? Right now I'm in the process of healing from all types of things. We all have something to heal from. And if you don't understand real talk, then something is wrong. You can't force nothing. And you shouldn't want to be with someone that don't want to be with you. So with that said, I feel as if you would have respected this person, mine, had they came at you and told you the truth that they wasn't ready for like a solid commitment. Then you could have started doing other things instead of thinking that this is it. This is my person, this the one, this who I'm gonna be with. And they kept a whole lot of confusion going, acting as if you were pursuing them when they were telling you a whole bunch of lies in order to keep you and in order to, win that bet that they betted on. They played a dirty game. And you cannot go around. You really can't go around just doing that to people. And then on top of that, you will never win doing this to one of God's chosen ones. That right there, one of his anointed ones that can literally see you and know what you're doing. Imagine somebody trying to play somebody that know everything they doing without even being on the scene. That gotta be scary. But again, this is someone that had multiple opportunities to come clean or to just walk away and leave you alone. But that wasn't good enough. They realized that you had some type of divinity to you. So, or they were receiving something from being with you. And they didn't want to miss out on that. This is someone that was very selfish. They didn't want to miss out on being on the receiving end. So they wanted to cake and eat it too. But they still didn't want anything solid or committed for real. Because they wasn't finished playing the field. On high honor, there's people in the field here. This person was not finished playing the field, collective. And they were not man enough or woman enough to let you know that. Because they was getting something from being connected to someone that they have an anointings. Your anointing is so powerful, it started making them feel as if they were the anointed one. And they were not willing to give that up. Either they were able to manifest off that energy, it was bringing them something good, something was going on, and on top of that, you were in it. It's like they wasn't forcing you, they already had you because you were loving them. So that made things 10 times easier. Ask them how they feel right now, though. Now that that love no longer exists. And they can't draw. You know what I'm saying? They can't draw full off your energy, collective. They can't draw two and come up on this, that, and the third that way. They can't do none of that. They uno out. Uno reverse is coming for them too. And that's karma. Here we go. Look at this. I told you Uno reverse is coming. Look how this just flipped out in a reverse. Did you see that? It's coming for them. And this energy is going to meet them wherever they are. Look at this. Occupation. They could be struggling in the work field, not making enough money. It's like, listen, I could stay home if I'm going to just be getting this. Well. That's the price you pay when you use other people's energy to try to come up off them, knowing damn well that's not what you really wanted. But you wanted you wanted the assets, the accolades, everything that came, the perks that came along with being connected to this person. But the actual person you did not want. Do you know who you coming up against? Someone that embodied the Holy Spirit. Someone that's a praying warrior. Someone that could have even prayed for you and covered you. You saved this person from many things because you prayed for them and they were praying on you. That is a price. There's a price tag written all over it. Look at this, the gift. You came up against a gift. And spirit basically gave you to this person. Why? Because they asked for someone like you. And when they got you, they didn't believe that it was you, or they simply did not care. I told you, this is someone that thought that they were bigger than the program. Great fortune in the reverse as a result of what they did to this gift. They got to pay, and that's why they at their breaking point. Oh. That's why they trying to slither their little snaky ass back into your energy. The money not right. All the pump flexing and false flagging energy that they were doing, they can't do that ish no more. Whatever well they were drinking from then went dry. This person is thirsty. And guess what they want? Your energy, your blood, the blood of truth, the blood of the well that never runs dry. Because you embody the Holy Spirit. Remember when Jesus, when everyone was saying they saw Jesus, what he did? Gave the lady the water from the well that never ran dry. You one of those type of people. The peculiar people. And you are the ones that energy's trying to take advantage of the most. And they don't know that it comes with a price. Baby, I'm not shuffling. I'm just plucking off the deck. It comes with a price when you come up against divine feminine. This privileged lady. Cause God knows He made you soft, a woman, someone that's nurturing, someone that's kind, someone that's a feeler. That's the reason why He decided to put women here in the first place, to be of service, to help, not for nobody to try to take advantage of that. And they knew they had no plans on being with you long term, but they wanted to take from you long term, whether you a man or a woman. They wanted to take from you as a privileged person long term. Lie to you, tell you they broke, tell you they don't have this, when they were more than capable of helping you, but right now they can't. And right now they ain't. And it's going to be like that for a while. And that's the reason why Spirit is blessing you. You see? Because you don't got to worry about anything coming from that way or that way, because they don't have it to give. They fighting for their life right now, collective. Lovers in the reverse. Something over with you. Something could be ending with someone else. This person love life is in shambles. They don't want you to know that, but Spirit lets you know. Due to the nature of what they did to a privileged woman or a privileged man, their relationship, or it could be something that they really wanted, it ain't freaking working out. They don't want you to know that. But you know, you been knew. But you just didn't know. You wasn't even really thinking about it because you didn't care. You know? You didn't think that deep on whoever this is. And since you were not in that energy of, hoping that it ended and things of that sort, the universe did what the universe had to do. And your ancestors and everyone else wants you to know that that's what's happening. It's over. That's what you don't know. This is over. Since you did not care to know, that's the reason why you're being told. Because when you were in the energy of wanting something to go down like this, it didn't happen. Because then you would have been celebrating the downfall of this person. But now since you don't care, this is the reason why it's being made known to you. Because whoever you are, you really don't care. You really don't. Judgment. Yep. This whole relationship with them and someone else is under judgment. Or this man or woman is under judgment for what they did. And as a part of the judgment, they're not gonna be in no happy, successful connection or relationship, and that's what they did to you. Tried to make it as if that's what they wanted with you and things of that nature, and then try to do the absolute most to you. It don't work like that. That's not how this works. Look at this, main female. Okay? Things is ending, and it's a main female under judgment. Divine masculine or divine feminine. Either, a main female did this to you, divine masculine, and the divine feminine, somebody you were dealing with had some type of main female, and it's not working. It's over. Main female. What is this main female energy? What do the collective needs to know about this main female? Look at this. Here we go. Concern. And what else? Sudden wealth in the reverse. How too? Not just a man down, woman down too. You understand? Now this person is concerned. Now they're concerned. Now they're concerned about where they're going to get this from. Sure, not from this person. And you not getting anything either. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. You're not getting anything either. Now what you gonna do? You gonna stay with this person? You gonna stay with this person now? They at their breaking point, you at your wit's end. What you gonna do? Let's see what they gonna do. What you gonna do? Here we go. Oh, we got more than one. Look, collective sliding off the deck. What you gonna do? Look at this. Mature woman. I told you it was up. What you gonna do? Look at this. Official person. And what does this mean? Oh. So this person feel like you are the more mature woman in this situation. Or the mature man, take it as it resonates, but they know that this is happening because of you, because you were an official person. This is what whoever this is know. They know why this going down like this. Because they've been keeping their eye on whoever this person is, this masculine energy that's been a false person. They've been keeping their eye on this person too. And this is someone that realized why you walked away from this person. Why you ain't never try to fight for this connection. Why you ain't never come after this person. They see why. And they feel like you are more woman than them. They'll never let you know this in the real world, right? But spiritually, this is what they feel. And this is what's on their conscience every single day. What else, Spirit? Is that correct? I know it's correct, but I want to get some more. Is that correct? That's X. Is that correct? Thank you. Look at this. Bad health. You better know it. Didn't I say it's on their conscience? On this person's conscience that you, you the better one. They'll never tell you that, but they know and they see. And that's the reason why they're concerned about their sudden wealth now. Because they came up against someone that's wise. You see, maturity could be broken down to just your wisdom. They knew it the whole entire time that you were this official person. They knew it. They didn't care either. And now they in bad health because their finances is in shambles. Either this person draining them dry or they didn't drain them dry. Wrung them out. You know what I'm talking about? They drained them. Then they wrung them out. You know how you wring out like a dish towel or a dish rag? You know, whatever you want to name it. When you taking a shower, how you wring your towel out. That's what this person did. This person financially. Now they sick with it. Thank you, Spirit, for that clarification. What else? What else we need to know here? And you still don't care. Because you knew this was going to happen. You know, this don't make you happy. It's actually pathetic. You know, to know that you're dealing with somebody that try to treat someone else like crap. What do we have? In poverty for you too. That's what this person want. Look what they want. Look at what they want. Look at what they want. You get one, you get one. You get one, you get one. Again, we want to know what this person gonna do now. Whether it's the breakdown of how I gave it to you guys, this woman you were dealing with, divine masculine, or divine feminine, this man that you were dealing with, and this sidekick that they had. What is this person gonna do now? Now that they both broke. Baby who? Baby who? Baby who? Sit there and look crazy. Don't got an ounce of energy. Because something is coming from. And we got not hiring here, baby. Baby girl about to lose a job or something. Or already did. I'm saying about to. We already had Distant Horizons that came out. This could already be happening, or it could be this man. What that's about, spirit? What is that about? This one? Okay. Oh, it's two. All right. Look at this. Thoughts in the reverse. I told you whoever this is was not thinking. And remember, we got confusion, uncertain, unclear, and unsure. What else? Look, house. They don't know what they gonna do about a house situation. They don't know what they gonna do about their home. They don't know. They don't know. These energies are in debt. And I'm talking about by the thousands. This is not no hundreds that you can hurry up and try to get in it and already exhausted all of their resources. And again, this is because this is someone that someone wanted. And whoever this person is, they wanted to hurt you, but they knew about you. They didn't care about you. You didn't expect them to care either. You understand what I'm saying? But the fact that they knew that you was someone official, this the outcome. Remember, they got poverty and house. They're so concerned. They're in despair about this situation because they don't know how they're going to make ends meet, Spirit is saying. But they should have thought about that, is what Spirit is also saying. Before they were thinking on you with that negative mind. Look at this. Remember I said with the curse energy right here, the witchcraft, the negative mind. This is what whoever this is was tapped into. They couldn't even be happy about the position that they were in. Probably had a little office in their house and everything. Think about the win. No, they were thinking about hurting you and spiting you. So Spirit is saying they were not thinking. They were not thinking clearly. And we see that right here. We see it. Now they're trying to pretend like they confused with this other person as to what happened. Like, I don't know why this is happening to us. You know why. You know what you did. They know what you did. And whoever this other person is, for them to be under judgment, they were in on it. They thought they were bigger than the program. Look at this. Tall in labor, baby. That's what you're getting. Since you thought you was bigger than the program, and guess what? This is set in stone because it's broken down to 11. Whoever this energy is, they could be 37 or 38 or in their 30s. They thought they were bigger than the program. Some of you could have been waiting 38 years for this. You know what I'm saying? 30 years. Take it as it resonates. And what I mean by this is for you to be vindicated. It didn't come right away because you were not ready for it to come. God knows you weren't ready. See, that's the reason why you're supposed to heal, release. Feel everything you're supposed to feel, heal, release, and then let it go. Because anytime you're still holding on to things that's triggering, things that hurt you, then you hindering the process. If that makes sense. Your inability to let go of what someone did to you could actually be more harmful than good. So since you decided to take the high road and say, you know what, forget it all. I'm finished. I got to take care of me. I can't keep doing this. This is the reason why this can now go in the direction that it was going in. With Distant Horizons coming out, it was already, going to happen. But by you trying to lean on your own understanding and hold on to and keep complaining and saying the same thing over and over, that wasn't getting you nowhere. You were stopping what was supposed to really happen. And that's how these energies made it this far. To where they were able to accumulate, wealth and all of these things. Because these energies been karmic. They've been karmic. But they know that whatever they did to you, they had you in a chokehold with it. And they know that as long as they had you stuck right there, they could be over here doing otherwise. If that makes sense. Man, Mel, he knew. Spirit is saying. He knew. Long as he had your feelings in a chokehold, he could manifest off that energy because you was in the most vulnerable state ever. And they were already preying on you. Courthouse in the reverse. And whatever type of judgment they tried to place, it returned to sender. See? That's what happened. Marriage in the reverse. Something is over. Somebody divorcing this clown. Because guess what? They'll never get the opportunity to steal from you again. Ever. Spiritually, physically, emotionally, nothing. Yup, you broke free from this bondage. Like I said, they had you in a chokehold. But not no more. Look at this. Family room. Got bigger fish to fry. Because now they're trying to save something here and they can't. Look at this. Pathway. They don't have a clear path. Child and community. We have child and community. I wonder what that's about. Could be you. You could be this child. Because this is who this is about. You. And the same energies that these energies was putting on for is the same ones that got popcorn and front row seats to whatever type of shit show that's going on right now. Look at this. Mature man. What is this energy? Message. Message of concern. Exactly. Now, I feel like you could be this mature man, divine masculine. The real true divine masculine. You could be this energy. And we have message here. And then we got message of concern. You already know what's up too. See, divine masculine, they thought because you were a man, if you are a man, right? They thought that you didn't really know what was going on, whoever she is. She didn't even think that you could think that far. She didn't even think that you was on to her the way that you were, but you were on her ass. You was on her trail. You knew exactly what was going on. Thank you so much for the gifts, Kay. May return to you manyfold. This person, they underestimated you. You could be born in 1975. You can even be 57. Like I say, something could have been going on for 30 years. You could have been 27 when something happened, or 24. Or you could have been with somebody that long, or knowing them that long. You've been on this person's ass. And they couldn't believe the things that you revealed when you did say it, because you didn't miss a beat. Divine masculine or divine feminine, you ain't miss a beat on nothing. Listen, this is some people that really thought that you were really lacking. They really thought that you were so passive and so naive. Imagine that. And the whole time you see everything that they doing. And when you mentioned it, see, what they didn't see, what they didn't allow you to see was their face when you mentioned something that they thought that you didn't know about, or something that you swept under the rug, or something that you didn't really care about, or something that you know that they did, but you kept it hidden because it was too embarrassing or humiliating. You came straight out with it. And they couldn't believe it. And this is what made it a message of concern. They couldn't believe it. But they know it. Because look, Spirit say you came up against a whole messenger. How you gonna do that? What else? Look at this. Expectations and change. Yeah, baby. There's a change to these energies, expectations, and somebody here may just have to move, or they could be moving right now. And like I said, this could be unbeknownst to you. But that don't mean that It's not happening. They don't want you to know this, collective. And I feel like these energies are going to be embarrassed in front of a whole community. Just like they try to humiliate you and embarrass you. You know what I'm saying? And thought that something was set in stone. Imagine celebrating too soon. Put imagine that in the chat, collective. Imagine that. Imagine that. Shout out to the chat. You guys lit tonight. I know this message deserves way more likes than 125. Let's get the likes up, you guys, please, and thank you. I want to get I want to see who these energies could be. Let me just pick up this mess, because remember, you always clean up behind yourself, whoever you are. But these energies just had a whole messy situation going on. They had a whole messy situation going on, but they didn't think that you were who you say that you were. And the whole time this person thinking that you still want something with them. The whole time they thinking that you still, you know what I'm saying? You still. Yeah, let's just say that. The whole time they still thinking that you still, like, what? Clearly this person never knew you. Oh, we got one that's laying over here. Let's see what this is. Oh, look at this. That's what they were doing. Imagine trading in love for lust. Imagine trading in love for lust, collective. They could be somewhere lusting over you right now, in your mind, in your brilliance. You understand what I'm saying? That's what they could be doing. You don't even care. You could be a Scorpio. They could be a Scorpio. Take it as it resonates. You know, I feel like somebody wanted to try to get on their knees. Thank you for the gifts. I really appreciate that. And try to ask you for forgiveness, collective. Nah. Could be in Scorpio season here. Someone could be a life path number 4. This Scorpion energy is representing, you know, death and rebirth. You know what I'm saying, collective? And I feel like that's the transformation. And that's exactly what you did here. You transform. You transform your life for certain. We had the 3 of Wands, 3 of Staffs in the reverse. Told you they ships not coming in at all. Could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Scorpio, Sagittarius, cusp. Ain't no ships coming in for them. Then it came up against the wrong one. You came up against the transformer. And like I said, you could be a Scorpio and this could be another one. It doesn't even matter. You know? You'll be surprised how many of your own supposed to be kind, or of people of the same element, how they try to come up against you as well. You know? Because you're great and they're not. What else? The Emperor in the reverse. Look at this. Like I said, Aries energy. Okay? Like I said, somebody is definitely a fire sign. I don't know why I was about to say an air sign. So someone could be an air sign too. This one? Okay. Look at this. The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. They done lost out. Whoever this is, they done lost out. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy heavy too. They done lost out. Being manipulative. Okay, I'm telling you, if this is a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, their manipulative tactics and ways is going to catch up with them, and it's going to be over for them. And this doesn't mean that you can even be one yourself, but this is another one. Okay, and that's for the ones that don't know how I read messages. Although this may be your sign, this is other ones, and you know exactly who these energies are. That's how you know. You know exactly who they are. You know I'm not just giving you, feeding you no BS. You know who they are already. Who this is. What we have? Temperance. Yeah, Sagittarius. Okay, like I said, someone could be a what I said. Someone could be a Scorpio, Sagittarius cusp. And there it is right there. Debt and temperance. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Whether it's a karmic energy, a man or a woman. Listen. Or somebody you was dealing with. Yeah. And like I said, the cusp. Look how that came out. Wow. Look at this. This is 13 on the deck card and 14 on Temperance. And Temperance came out to clarify that. Thank you. Speak, Lord. Speak. Speak through me. That's what's happening. Look, the King of Cups. Okay? Ships not coming in again. We got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Okay? Whoever this person is, love don't live here anymore. Okay? At all. I don't know. Wait, I was about to rap this song from New Orleans. But it's a bounce song, guys. If you know about New Orleans culture and bounce. It says, love don't live here anymore. Trying to get your back, I wish I would. What's explained or has to be understood. What's explained or needs to be understood. Something like that. But I feel like that's what's going on here. Love don't live here anymore. This is somebody that's coming trying to come with a cup like what? Not gonna happen. Look at this. Five of Wands, conflict, because whoever this Emperor in the reverse is, and this King of Cups energy, the one that you were loving, right? Or the one that you pour love into, Divine Masculine. Listen to what I'm telling you. They brought a whole lot of strife in your life. Conflict, competition. That's what they did. That's what they did. And this is like no for you. This is a hard no for you. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Heavy fire energy too. Okay? And somebody got their fire put clean out. That's what happened. What do we have? Seven of Pentacles. To clarify the Ace of Pentacles. This Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy is on the whole losing spree. And imagine they thinking they winning. Imagine thinking you winning. They don't understand what's to come. They don't understand what's to come. All their investments, everything that they invested in, they're gonna lose it all in an instance. What do we have? Nine of Swords. Can't make it up. I feel like I need to clarify that from the back. Okay? That's how I feel. Nine of Swords, air sign. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy too. What else we have? Two of Pentacles. In the reverse, there's nothing to juggle. That's why. Okay? And what do we have? The Six of Swords. Yeah. You moving on to safety. You moving on to smoother, calm waters. You moving away from this situation. You are the victor in this situation. You are very victorious at this time. And the reason why you can move on free in this energy is because, okay, somebody, it could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a Scorpio energy, is because you transform your life. That's why. In the nick of time. I can't make it up. Temperance here. You about to be pouring into your own cup. That the cup that the divine is giving you and having this brand new beginning. And these energies got to sit there and watch. Look, watch you receive all the accolades that you deserve after they sit up there and put their mouth on you. Yeah. You are triumphant over whoever these enemies of yours are. This is what the Most High did for you. Made your enemies your footstool. Literally. Top of the deck, give me one more, Spirit, please, and thank you. Look at this. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. They don't have it. And there's no holding back. There is no juggling. They don't have this. That poverty is what it is. So that's pretty much all the signs out here, but heavy on the fire sign, and a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Okay? We have the King of Cups here, and the deck card. It's a little water out here, but mainly this is fire, earth, and a little bit of air out here as well. Okay? So that's what I have for you guys. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, love, and blessings.